Credit cards and the scammers. Hitting the licks in the van.
Hello, awesome students. Welcome to Learn Maths with Teacher Dennis. Are you ready for our next lesson? Episode 2, Comparing and Ordering Integers. Here are some of the objectives of this video presentation. First, identify the different inequality signs. Second, compare two or more integers using inequality symbols. Third, order integers in increasing or decreasing order. Let's get it on. Okay, so let's start with learning some inequality signs. First, we have here less than. So you can also say smaller than. You have smaller than or equal, or less than or equal. Greater than. Or you can also say larger than or bigger than. More than or equal. It can either be more than or it can be equal. And we have here not equal. Looking back on our number line, integers are made up of negative numbers, 0, and positive numbers. But the question is, how do we compare integers? In mathematics, we can compare numbers by using less than, or if the number is less than, if the number is greater than, or a number is equal. Now, on a positive side, which is the blue color, starting from 0 all the way up to your right, the numbers are getting bigger and bigger. 8 is bigger than 4 because it is found on the right side. As I have said, when you go onto your right, the number gets bigger and bigger. On the other hand, when you go through your left, the number gets smaller and smaller. 5 is smaller than 10 because it is on the left side of 10. On our negative side, which is the red color, the same rules applied. When you go through your right, the numbers get bigger and bigger. Negative 3 is bigger than negative 9. Or you can say negative 3 is more than 9, negative 9. Again, when you go through your right, the number gets bigger and bigger. The same way, when you go throughout your left, the number gets smaller or smaller, or it becomes lesser. Negative 7 is less than -1, or -7 is smaller than -1. Again, because when you go through your left, the number gets smaller and smaller. In general, again, if you go through your right, the number gets bigger, and when you go through your left, the number gets smaller. Okay, so let's try to see which one is the bigger number, -4 or 4. Remember that numbers that is found on the right side of the number line is bigger. Which number is bigger? It's +4, because it is found on the right side of -4. Thus, it is bigger than -4. 4 is found on the right side of -4. -1 and -6. Which do you think is the bigger number? Again, numbers that are found on the right side becomes bigger and bigger. So which one is the bigger number? Yes, it is -1, because it is found on the right side of -6. Next, -10 and -2. Which do you think is the bigger number? Yes, you are right. If your answer is -2. Okay, let's see. -2 is found on the right side of -10. You are right. On the other hand, numbers that are found on the left side are smaller. So which do you think is the smaller number? 3 or -9? Yes, it's -9, because it is found on the left of +3. The left side are smaller number. How about -6 and -2? Which do you think is the smaller number? Yes, it is -6, because it is found on the left side of -2. 0 and -4. Which do you think is the smaller one? It's -4. It's on the left side of 0. Okay, so we're gonna try to compare integers using less than, greater than, or equal. -4 and +4. By the way, as I remember, my teacher in the primary school used to say that I should think that these signs are just a crocodile. A crocodile wants to eat, or wants to consume, the bigger number. Which one is the bigger number here? Is it -4 or 4? Yes, it's 4, or +4. So the crocodile gonna eat or consume the bigger number, which is 4. So look at the signs. The crocodile gonna try to consume or eat the positive 4, which is the bigger number. See, if you're gonna look like this, it's the less than sign. So how do we read this one? You can read this as negative 4 is less than 4 or positive 4. Again, negative 4 is less than positive 4. Okay, next example. 3 or negative 3 and negative 10. Again, just think of it as a crocodile who wants to consume the bigger number. Which one is the bigger number? Yes, it's negative 3. So the crocodile gonna wants to eat the negative 3. And if you can see here, it is the same as this sign, which is greater than. So how do we read this one? Negative 3 is greater than negative 10. Next example, negative 20 and negative 10. Which do you think is the bigger number? Yes, it's negative 10. If you're gonna try to extend this arrow here, this number line, gonna go through negative 11, negative 12, till negative 20. So negative 10 is found on the right side of negative 20, which makes it a bigger number. So the crocodile is gonna eat it. So if you can see, it's the same as less than. So how to read this one? Negative 20 is less than negative 10. Okay, last example. 0 and negative 20. Which one do you think? Of course, it's 0. It's the bigger number. So again, the crocodile gonna eat the bigger number. So it's the same as this sign, which is greater than. So 0 is greater than negative 20. Okay, so we are done with the comparing integers. Now we will try to order them into increasing order. But by the way, increasing order is lowest to highest, least to greatest. So it comes from the smaller number until arranged until the bigger number, or the least number until the greatest number. Okay, so come to think again on our number line. So we have here negative 3, negative 10, negative 1, 3, 7, and 0. Which one do you think should come first, or is the lowest number? Yes, you got this right. It should be negative 10. Next is, yes, it is negative 3, followed by negative 1, 0, 3, and 7. Very good, you got it. So this is the right order, increasing order, which is from lowest to highest or least to greatest. Negative 10, negative 3, negative 1, 0, 3, and 7. Next, so what do we, when we say decreasing order, So it's from the highest number to the lowest number, or the greatest number to the least number. Or in other words, you should start from the bigger number or the biggest number until the smaller number. Okay, looking at this number, 9, 12, negative 15, 0, negative 5, and 4. Which do you think is the bigger number or the biggest number, the highest number? Yes, you're right. Should start with 12, which is the next highest number. 9, 4, 0, negative 5, and the last one is negative 15. Okay, so you got it. So this is the decreasing order of these integers. 12, 9, 4, 0, negative 5, and negative 15. Okay. So now I will give you 10 seconds to order these integers into increasing order. Again, increasing order. Increasing order is from the smaller number or the smallest number way up until the biggest number. Okay, smaller to the bigger one, least to greatest. So which one is the smaller one? Okay, I will give you 10 seconds to answer this on your own. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Okay, so let's see your answer. This is the correct answer. Okay, so you have, these are the order of integers from least to greatest or increasing order. Negative 13, negative 7, negative 1, 3, 5, and 10. Okay, you got it? Okay, this is all for today. Thank you.